All right, to wrap up, we are joined by head coach Seb Hines. Seb, headed to Kansas City Saturday, CBS, 4 o'clock. Just kind of give us your initial thoughts on the kind of matchup you expect.
It's always a good matchup against Kansas. Both teams sitting at the top, so we're looking to repeat what we did last year. It's always an exciting game. The fans get behind their team, and we're there to spoil their fun. So yeah, we're going there to win. I think we do that every single game. So yeah, I think we're all looking forward to the game at Kansas.
What else?
What have you kind of seen from Kansas just in terms of some of the changes they've made personnel-wise and just tactically from last year?
Nothing too dissimilar of what they did last year. It's a direct play. It's getting the ball forward, running forward, trying to create as many goal-scoring opportunities as possible. I think the difference this year to last year, they're probably more defensively solid. They're not giving teams too many opportunities to score, but we're optimistic that we can create good opportunities to score. We've been doing a really good job of getting into that final third, creating good chances. It's now putting the back of the net, and there's no better place to do it than away at Kansas.
Just kind of talking about the defensive solidity of their team and limiting the chances. How critical is it just to capitalize on the chances that you create in these moments?
Yeah, there may be few and far between them, but what we've shown this year is that we can create good opportunities to score. We're getting in that final third. We're getting a lot of crosses into the box. We're getting one-on-ones with a keeper. We're drawing penalties. We're trying to find different avenues to trying to score. And now it's just that feeling in the back of the net. And the players are doing an extremely great job of creating opportunities. And it's just installing that belief that they can finish the chances when they present themselves.
Just in terms of from last week into this week, what's kind of been the key point that you've been trying to push on in training?
I think when you reflect on the last two games and last two performances, we were disappointed of how we started against Utah. I think we were on the back foot early on against Racing Louisville. We started really aggressive, created some really good opportunities, had all the momentum, and when you have that momentum, you need to capitalize on those moments. But again, we concede one opportunity, they score, and now we're climbing up a mountain. But the belief and the willingness to keep going and trying, and we get our reward with a set piece. But yeah, it's down to fine margins. It's incredibly difficult in this league. The parity within the league, everyone's adjusting. They try that little bit harder, and we know that, and we have to embrace that. And it's imperative that we continue to try and create opportunities to get that first goal. And I think when we do that, we look at a different team. We can look after the ball better. We have more confidence. We can hurt teams in transition as well. And so we just got to continue to keep doing what we're doing, and it will all come together nicely.
Last time out that you were there in regular season, it felt like a playoff atmosphere, felt like a playoff game. Just in terms of the expectations of the intensity for this game, is that kind of a similar thought?
Well, last time we were there, we won the championship, so that should stick in a lot of players' memories. That feeling of winning there and the joy and happiness that they felt after the game. We've got a good record there, last two appearances. But yeah, we know it's going to be a hostile crowd. We know that they play with intensity. We're aware of that. We have to handle and manage those moments where we don't allow the crowd to get involved too much. Emotions are going to be high, and we have to control what we can control, and that's important that we stay focused on the task at hand and walk away with the same outcome that we did last year.
Just in terms of the expectations for the way Kansas City is going to come out, I know we've talked about this season how teams have come against you very differently than how you expect them to. Do you feel like Kansas City may do the same? Do you feel like they'll sit back or really try and push the issue early on?
Who knows? We try and predict one thing and then it goes the other way. So, yeah, I would expect them to be on the front foot. I know Vlatko's got an identity. It's been a while since they played at home in front of their own fans in the regular season as well. So majority of the time they like to start fast and try and get up in the game early on, and we have to be aware of that. And as the game goes on, we seem to get stronger as the game goes on. So it'll be a good balance of how the momentum continues to shift, and we have to control their momentum, because there is going to be moments where we're going to have to weather the storm. It's part of their DNA, and we have to stay very focused. But if we're able to get that first goal like we did last time we played them, it puts us a little bit at ease that we've got something to hang on to, and how we finish is going to be important as well.